'twas the 4th of July and my heart sank. I remember now everything that I tried to say, like I love you, something like I love you. I sang everything I felt on my guitar, and I don't know why it was so damn hard just to sing to you. But tonight I'm gonna sing to you. So raise the flag, I'm finally free. I found everything I need to get back to me, and I found everything I've always only heard. I've been looking for love, and I think I finally found her. Watched the fireworks explode inside your eyes, and I couldn't help myself, I was hypnotized. And I knew I wanted you, oh tonight, how I want you. Oh, we danced all night underneath the stars, and we wound up there on the hood of my car, and I held you. Oh tonight, I'm gonna hold you. So raise the flag, I'm finally free. I found everything I need to get back to me, and I found everything I've always only heard. I've been looking for love, and I think I finally found her. So raise the flag, I'm finally free. I found everything I need to get back to me, and I found everything I've always only heard. I've been looking for love, I've been looking for love, and I think I finally found her.
Baby's skin is absorbent. Her skin can actually soak up wetness her diaper doesn't. That's why I use Pampers.
Pampers traps and locks wetness away, keeping baby's skin drier and healthier. The health of your baby's skin starts with the Pampers they're in.
Some guy called Peter managed to jump a skipping rope over 12,000 times in an hour. Really, it's a world record. We looked it up. Well, we think he'd like Spotify Premium. Instead of just 6 skips an hour, Premium gives you unlimited skips.
So you can jump between tracks as much as you like. Learn more about Premium when you tap the banner. Go on, do it for Peter.
not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. Wait on the nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. Wait on the nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. No way, no way, no way, not to lose the game. No way, no way, no way, not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. Wait on the nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. The sweetest touch I've ever felt, the sweetest things I got with your kiss. Let's stay forever in this embrace, mixing the sunrise with the ocean breeze. No way, no way, no way, not to lose the game. No way, no way, no way, not to lose the game. No way, no way, no way, not to lose the game. No way, no way, no way, not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game.
I've been looking for a place that I'd rather be. I've been searching for my own destiny. I raise my gun to the sky and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now is the time to let it all. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch it like an eye on a fighter. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch it like an eye on a fighter. We will watch it like an eye on a fighter.
big thing I recently learned as a parent? Baby's skin is absorbent. Her skin can actually soak up wetness her diaper doesn't. That's gross. That's why I use Pampers.
Pampers absorbs quickly to trap and lock wetness away, keeping your baby's skin drier and healthier. For a diaper that stays drier, count on Pampers. The health of your baby's skin starts with the Pampers they're in.
you can add. This is just
Hello, test 1, 2. Good afternoon again. This is the Kilo 2 Heroes event, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. And what I'll do is I'm going to spot myself right now on a frequency and tell other amateur radio operators that we are here now. And so the frequency I'm on is 14248. 14248. I'll spot that. Station I'm reporting is my station, which is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Again, the frequency 14248 on the QSO Party website. Suffolk County in the comments. This is salute to COVID-19 heroes, and I'll submit that spot, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, we're streaming perfectly. Okay, I had a question here, and let me just shut this down right now. I had a question from, let's see, I got it here. Stand by. That is Mary. Oh, I see. Hiya, Mary. Hiya, Paul. Can you broadcast any time, or are there times assigned? No, Mary. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, Kate. Hopefully, everybody is in good health and enjoying this pre-summer weather. Mary and Paul and Kate, no, I can pretty well go on any time that I want. I've got to look at what's called a cluster. If in fact there's anyone else that from Suffolk County that is broadcasting, I'll wait until they're finished. But so far, I've been the only one at the times that I've been going. Most of the time, I've been going in the afternoon. There's something that we follow called propagation. It's exactly how excited the atmosphere is in the ionosphere that'll determine how well we do. As an example, yesterday, conditions at I think I went on about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, from 3 to 5, I think, or from 2 to 5. Conditions were very, very poor. So I decided today to see how propagation was starting at 12 o'clock, and it was much better. So it's dictated a lot by propagation. Tomorrow, of course, is a very important day, and we're going to be broadcasting. Probably we're going to do it at the same time at 12 o'clock. But essentially, you're following me, and I appreciate that, and you will get notified, of course, as you well know, when I will be broadcasting. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And that's particularly about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can find a frequency, and we're going to see if anybody is around. So we're going to go right now live, and there we are, and we're going to turn up the volume and see what we've got. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ to amateurs around the world, anywhere, at any location. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. CQ calling, CQ anyone, anywhere. This is special event station Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, representing Suffolk County, Long Island, New York. My name is Peter at the controls, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and I'll be listening for any contacts. Kilo Golf 7, I think you sounded a little off frequency, or maybe I slid off. I'm at 14.248.100. Come back again, please. This is Kilo 2 Heroes. Negative. Either you're distorted or off frequency. Really, you're quite contorted. Again, I'm at 14.248.100. 14.248.100. QRZ.
Alpha Echo 2, Quebec 4, Yankee Charlie.
Roger, thank you, Yankee Charlie. First, the Alpha Echo 2 first.
Yeah, Alpha Echo 2 Bravo. Give me your call sign phonetically, please.
Roger, the call sign is Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra, uniform Foxtrot. QSL?
Okay, very good. Now I got you up. Okay, great. All right, great. Good signal. 1520 over Macon, Georgia. Very, very nice copy.
Well, Ed, thank you. I think your name is Ed, and I see you was in Macon, Georgia. Thanks, Ed. The beam is more slanted towards the north at 300 degrees, so propagation appears to be pretty good. Appreciate very much you saying hello, and thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Just confirm that you're either Ed or Edward, and you're in Macon, Georgia. And also, please let me know what type of antenna that you're running, and tell me exactly what you might like to say to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Go ahead, sir.
They're great, man. They're great. Front and center, man. You got to tip your hat to them. You got to give them all the credit in the world for going as far as they are, for helping everybody. And the antenna is 11-element log periodic at 55 feet, Peter. Running 200 watts from a 5,000 FTDX 5000 limited. And you're 20 over 9. Back to you.
Well, Ed, thank you very much. Yeah, that's doing a phenomenal job. The antenna, a great rig, a really good rig. Thank you. Your report also is 20 plus over 9. Really nice. So propagation is it's favoring us right now. Well, thank you very much. Yes, our hats are tipped towards all the heroes, the men and the women. There are even some dogs involved in this fight. And speaking of that, I see you've got to have Poncho and Diesel. Poncho and Diesel. Let me put them up on the stream here. I'm going to go now to the window capture. I'm streaming this, Ed, on Twitch TV. My home call sign, which is a Whiskey 2, a Juliet, a Victor. Twitch TV with my call sign. I have your picture right now up on the live stream. I hear the applause out there. Thank you very much, everybody. And I see Poncho and Diesel. They're beautiful dogs, 73 and 88, so you got a male and a female. How old are they, Ed? Go ahead.
No, actually, they're both males. They're a year apart. Poncho, he's a pit lab. He's just turned 9. And Diesel, he's a boxer lab. He turned 8. And they're, I got to tell you, Pete, they're attached at the hip, man. They're just inseparable.
Yes. Tell you a little story about that. We've had cats over the years, my wife and I. The last cat we had adopted us, and unfortunately, she came into our life as she was pretty hurt. She was about 10 years old, the vets tell us, and she developed cancer. It was really sad. And I'm sure if you've had other pets, when you lose a pet, it's one of the worst things in the world. It's unbelievable. I never would have believed it, but that's how it goes. We've had a number of pets. But she was a female, and while she did have injuries, and we understand that, and, of course, her personality, who knows what the previous owners did or did not do for her. But a little bit, particular. My good buddy, November 2, Mike Uniform November, Phil, who passed away much too soon at age 72 from cancer. He always had cats and dogs, and he said to me, Peter, if you have a pet, why don't you try to get some males? You'll really see a difference. Now, what did I know? So we adopted 2 brothers, 2 male cats at 6 months old. And you talk about inseparable with the hip. Not only that, phenomenal to watch them play and fight and just get along and clean each other. It's just an incredible thing to see. But more than that, you talk about mushes. You can do anything to these guys. I mean, they trust us, obviously. You know how that gets when a pet trusts you. But it's incredible that they're so tolerant. And I don't know if what Phil, may rest in peace, said about males being easier to be around, but clearly they are just a treat, and we just love them to death. And that's our experience. I think from now on we'll go for males. Back to you, Ed.
Yeah, Roger on that. I love my guys. Well, I had a gorgeous Trans Am that I had for well over 30 years. I built it into an incredible, beautiful street machine / show car. And Poncho, I named after the Trans Am. Poncho was flying for Pontiac. And Diesel, when I was in Florida, I was at Fort Ritchie where I bought my truck. We were doing a car show. And it was all the proceeds went to an animal organization. And Diesel was one of the puppies up for adoption. So, the first one there, the couple $100, the dealership paid for everything. So I got Diesel, and I picked him up. I said, I'm at a car show. What did I call you? I turned around and looked at my dually, I says, you know what? It's got the 6.7 Power Stroke, so I'm going to call him Diesel. So they're both gearhead dogs, Pete.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is a good story. And Edward, tell me, what year was your Trans Am?
I was in 1986. Pete, I tell you, you had any kind of passion for a car. If you saw what I did to this thing, man, it was just off the charts, above and beyond what I built it into.
Yeah, and as we know, you can never, ever get a return on your investment. Someone else that buys it, it's incredible that what price they'll pay, considering what you put into it, really. And do you still have it, Edward, rather? Do you still have it?
Pete, long story without beating it up, man. 2 people in New York destroyed my life. And because of them, I lost everything. Literally lost everything. I had nowhere to live. And my car is one of the things that had to go. I had nowhere to live. I sold my car to get a house because I lost everything because of them people. So some bad people in this world. So I got to say my car bought me a house. But I can tell you this, though. Living in New York all my life and living down here, Pete, living in the South is the best thing. Pete, I'm sitting on an acre here, about an acre. I got a 3-bed, 2-bath, concrete driveway about 175 feet long. Pete, I got the house for foreclosure, $29,000, move-in condition. Didn't even have to wash the floors. My taxes, $320 a year.
Your signal blew me out of the chair, but now that did too. Incredible. Yeah, here I am on Long Island. You know the situation here in Suffolk County. But our family is here, and so are we for now. But that's incredible. And you know what? Okay, so you lose things, they're material things. We understand that. We lost a lot in Hurricane Sandy. We lived in Massapequa on one of the Grand Canals there, and that 5-foot storm surge wiped us out. But as we always will say, and as you hear people say that are in the belt of tornadoes, we're alive and we're well. We can replace those things. And you've got your health. You've got your memories like we have too, so that's where it is. Finally, my final comment is: I don't know if you've ever seen a movie called The Art of Racing in the Rain, but if you have a chance to see it, it's a really a nice movie involving certainly racing, but also involved in a very special dog as well. Go ahead, Ed, for your final.
I'm watching your thing on the live TV. That's freaking awesome. Oh my God, I love it. Great picture of Pancho and Diesel. And great story in your dog. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, Peter. I hate to let you go, man. I really enjoyed the QSO. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, and listen, the pleasure is all mine. Now I have my funny-looking picture up here. But, yeah, we'll talk again. I love to rag you. I'm active on the air, so once this event is over, we will certainly do that. As a final, I'd like you to, perhaps if you have a comment to say on the heroes fighting COVID-19, just if you'd like to make a comment for the record. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, you guys rock. Women, you guys rock. You're, I tell you, man, you're right up there with veterans and law enforcement. Don't get better than that, pal. Don't get better than that. True honor and tribute to everybody out there who's helping with it. Doesn't matter, male or female. I tell you, you're getting your elbows and your hands dirty. Man, I got to tell you, I tip my hats to everybody who's involved with it, pal.
Ed, thank you a million for that. I really appreciate that. That's really from the heart. Very eloquently said. And we look forward to speaking with you again. And yes, you bet. These people are heroes. They're warriors, and they're fighting the war. But the war is soon going to be over. All wars end. And as we have won all wars, we will win this war for sure. Some wars we didn't win, we know. But those are wars that involve trying to change a social custom. Can't do that. 73 Zed, be well. A pleasure talking with you. Thanks so much for stopping into the special event, staying and say hello. We really do appreciate that a lot. And other than that, be well, be safe, and we'll look forward to talking with you again. 73s. I have a comment here from Jay Schiffer, 77. Totally lost you now in NW, Northwest PA. Well, it's N3PKJ. Well, N3PKJ, if you'd like, if you still hear me, I can set aside time to speak with you, so let me know. Although Pennsylvania, more for 40 meters later. But if you can pick me up again, let me know, and we'll try to work each other. Just give me another chat link here, and tell me that you are hearing us. Thanks so much for the time, Edward. I really appreciate that. QRZ, Special Event Station, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Bravo 9, Delta 7, Roger Case.
Roger, there's a Kilo Bravo 9 station. Thanks, stations. Thanks for your patience. Thanks very, very much for being with us. Kilo Bravo 9, come back in. Yep, QSB got us. We're probably getting into the tough time of the day. We'll see how long we can hold this. But try again. Maybe you'll be on the upside. Kilo Bravo 9 once again.
Kilo Bravo Niner, Delta, Echo Delta, over.
Roger, thank you very much. Kilo Bravo 9, Delta, Echo Delta. Thanks so very much for repeating that. I appreciate that. We'll try to keep it short, but most importantly, any comments you'd like to make on the heroes fighting COVID-19. And give me your name and location. Go ahead.
Roger. The handle is Mike India Kilo Echo, and I'm in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, over.
Roger, Mike. Thank you very much. Got it. Got you in central Wisconsin. Thanks so very, very much, Mike, for making contact with us. Thanks for your patience. Would you like to add anything at all before we leave? Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say God bless all of them. I've been working through the whole thing so far, and anybody who's taking care of people and helping the people, God bless them. Back to you, KB9DD.
Roger, my pleasure. God bless them is right. They're doing a phenomenal job above and beyond the call of duty, that's for sure. Thanks a lot for the contact, Mike. Appreciate that. We got you solidly in here. Jay Schiffer, 77, yes, I'm watching. Okay, thank you for watching the feed. I really do appreciate that. You may want, I don't know which feed you want. You tell me. I got this window capture, if that's okay, or we'll go on to my live feed. You tell me what you prefer. We could just leave it here if you'd like. A lot of folks are putting their picture on QRZ. We're capturing that. We like that. 73s to you, sir. QRZ, a special event station honoring, saluting, bowing, whatever you need to do to the heroes fighting COVID-19. We can't say enough about them. This is the least we can do as the amateur radio service. QRZ.
Kilo Alpha 7, Nancy Baker, Roger.
Roger, I think it's Kilo Alpha 7 November Bravo. Go ahead. Oh, Jerry, yeah, this is the first Montana in a while. Thank you, Jerry. Welcome on. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much from the state of Montana. I do appreciate the contact, Jerry. Got a nice signal, about a 5 and 7. We're very, very copyable. So, Jerry, tell me any comments you'd like to make to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Go ahead.
No comments. Just heard you on the air and thought maybe I better jump in and say good afternoon. Weather here, believe it or not, we've got snow, so that's about all the information I got. All I got to say is 7-3s, my friend, and you be careful.
Wow, okay, snow in Anaconda, Montana. Got to be a beautiful place, but yeah, no question, May is still a month that can snow. That's amazing, really. We're about, I think, 83 degrees here, Long Island, New York today. Too hot. 73s, thanks a lot for jumping in, and we hear so many people, Jerry, that say, I've got to stop in and say thank you, and as my friend would say, you're doing a good deed, and thank you so much for keeping me company as well. QRZ, this is a special event station honoring heroes fighting COVID-19. We're proud to be here. Thank you so much for supporting us. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot listening. Well, Roger stations. Well, we're at the time of the day right now where we do not have propagation, and that's perfectly understandable. 3:25 Eastern Standard Time, propagation is not favoring us at all. So I'm not hearing the stations. So I might go south, but we'll see about that. Let's try one more time before we sign off. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 0 Alpha Foxtrot.
Roger, thank you. Okay, I heard you for sure. Thank you. Whiskey 0 Alpha Foxtrot. Thank you very much for stopping in. Your name, location, the kind of antenna system you're using. Go ahead.
Roger. Name is Don, Delta Oscar November. I'm in Iowa, India Alpha, and I've got a vertical setting up out back here.
Roger, good. The vertical is doing one heck of a job. Thank you, Don. Maybe the band is getting a little bit long, and we'll pick up more in the central west and the far west. Thanks, Don. Thanks for making contact with us, and thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Delta X-ray India.
I got a couple of stations, a couple of voices. The Alpha X-ray India, go ahead.
Whiskey Alpha 6 Delta X-ray India. Name is Don.
Delta Obodana, and we're in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, where it's about an hour and due north of Indianapolis. Go ahead.
Roger, Don. Kokomo, Indiana. So melodic. Right now, your picture, not your picture, but the cartoon of, let's see, who is that? Is that Casper, the friendly ghost? He's giving me a thumbs up, and he's pointing down. What's going on there, Don, with that caricature? Go ahead.
Well, it's pretty nice here today. My gosh, it's up in the mid 70s, and that's quite a change for us. It's been down in the 50s and so on, and occasionally up to 60. But beautiful day, and then it's going to start warming up from here too. We're running an FTDX 3000 into an old Collins 30L1, about 600 watts, and there goes my radio. I better sign off. 73s.
I hear it. Okay, 73s, be well, good luck. Hope everything's going okay, and thanks for the cartoon, Don. 73s. Signing off with WAXDXI. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening. The station with Oscar Hotel. Roger, you're Kilo Golf 7 Oscar Hotel. Good afternoon to you. Your audio is a little bit muffled. The audio is a little muffled. Not sure if you're driving it too hard or if there's anything else we could work on, but a little muffled, but I copy you. Your name and location, sir. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Roger, yeah, a little difficult copying you, Ron. Your audio is pretty ragged, so hopefully maybe you could work on that. 73s, Ron. Thanks a lot for calling us from Munns Park, Arizona. Appreciate that. 73, sir. If you want to work on the audio, maybe you can get back to me and I can just give you another report. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Juliet Alpha Tango station.
Juliet Alpha Tango. This is Jim in San Francisco Bay Area, Oakland, California. Over.
Yeah, one of my favorite teams. Love that area and love spending time out there. Thanks, Jim, from Oakland, California. Got a good signal here. 5 and I guess a 5 and 5. Very copyable, good audio. So that's that, and you can maybe give me some information, perhaps about the antenna you're running, and any comments on any heroes fighting COVID-19 that you'd like to mention. Go ahead.
Very good. You're a 5x7 here on my meter, although I can't swear to its veracity. But yeah, we're using a Mosley multiband trapped Yagi 54XL pointed in your direction up on the ridge, 366 meters above San Francisco Bay. So that helps quite a bit. And I didn't catch your name, but many thanks to all the COVID-19 heroes. We appreciate their work very, very much. K2 Heroes stroke SUF, I understand. This is K6J18.
Roger, good copy, Jim. Thanks so very, very much. Yeah, the name is Peter here. Papa Echo, Tango Echo Romeo, and the home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Doing a fine job. That Mosley's, they really are very stout antenna systems. Terrific. Thanks so very much. And thank you very much, Jim, for your comments on the heroes that are on the front lines fighting COVID-19 every day. We want to certainly get them back to their normal schedules. This is just above and beyond fighting a war every day, really. So thanks, Jim. 73s, be well, good luck, and you got a good location there. That's what it's about, location, location, location. 73s to you, sir. Kilo 2, Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot, QRZ.
Here is Whiskey Bravo 9, Echo Foxtrot, Papa.
Roger, Echo Foxtrot Papa, thank you. Whiskey Bravo 9, Echo Foxtrot Papa, excuse me. Whiskey Bravo 9, Echo Foxtrot Papa, thank you. Your name, your location, and your antenna system, and perhaps anything you'd like to say about the heroes fighting COVID-19. Go ahead.
Fine business, Peter. The name on this end is Bill Bravo India Lima. A very basic station. We're using a K4 KIO hex beam directed at New York, which I see is your location, and we're running 50 watts. We don't have the amplifier currently turned on, so it's just 50 watts with a hex beam pointed right at you. No kudos to those fighting the COVID-19 disease out there. It's kind of a scary thing. I have several health issues, so I'm doing the shelter in place the best I can and hoping for a vaccine. But I give much credit to those that are helping to fight this disease. K2H, this is WB9EFP 73, Peter.
Bill, thank you very much. Thanks a lot for the comments. We appreciate that. Thank you for your heartfelt thoughts and reaching out and thanking those that are on the front lines fighting COVID-19. Yes, we're going to get a vaccine. We're going to get antibiotics. We're going to get a lot of plasma. Hopefully, if anybody out there has had COVID-19 and has some antibodies they'd like to share, they can speak with their doctor and then perhaps help out those that really are in desperate need of antibodies. Thanks a lot, Bill. Doing a great job with 50 watts. Really solid copy. Appreciate that. Thank you. 70 Trees, be well, good health, and thanks a lot for stopping by here and saying hello. We really sincerely appreciate that. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
November King, 9 America.
Roger. November, I don't think I have it right. November Kilo 9 America. Not right, but give me the corrected call and we'll go from there. Go ahead.
No, you got it right. November Kilo 9 America. Stan up in Lincolnwood, just north of Chicago.
Roger.
Delta Sloper. And I think I've got about 300 watts going into it. And that's up in the air. The apex of it's about 43 feet. I have a few medical professionals as friends here, and they're still doing their job, although they're scared as heck. So my hat's off to them. Back to you.
Roger, Stan. November Kilo 9 Alpha. Stan, you're absolutely right. Thanks a lot for the report. Nice antenna system you've got there, working very well. 5 and 7 report. Yep, that's the word, scared as heck. Unless you've been in a war, and there are lots of folks here that have been in Vietnam. Tomorrow we're going to celebrate Armistice Day. We usually, the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club is usually at the Aviation Museum, but this year we're sheltering in place. But I will say this, yes, unless you've had that experience of suiting up, even the policemen and the firemen every day, where they put their life on the line. But this is different. These people haven't been trained quite in that area of survival, of really the bullets of germs. And so it's an incredible thing, Stan, that what they're doing. And I completely concur with you that I can't give them enough credit. This is what we can do as amateur radio operators. We can say thank you, and we can pass it on to them. And very much our sincere thoughts and prayers go to them, and hopefully we will sooner than later put COVID-19 out of business. Thanks so much, Stan. Overdue for a final, but thanks so much for your thoughts. Thank you enough. Really appreciate that. 73s to you, sir.
Oh, 7-3, Chair. Keep up the good work.
Roger, Stan. Thank you very much. QRZ will hold us as long as we can hear somebody. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ. Roger, thank you. A big signal. Thank you very much for putting such a nice signal on the air, sir. Whiskey Zulu 4 Lima. Name here is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. It's Long Island, New York, but most of you know that by now. Sir, give me your name, location, antenna system, and any thoughts you have on the heroes fighting COVID-19. Go ahead.
Yeah, Peter, very good. Name is Sam, Sugar Alpha Mike. I'm near Nashville, Tennessee. Beautiful day here, Peter. And yeah, I thank those people too. I appreciate them, and I do thank them for their work. The system here, Peter, I'm running 110 watts into an 80-meter horizontal loop that's about 35 feet above ground, and I'm feeding it with an open wire feeder. There's 300 feet of wire in the loop, and the feeder is a homebrew feeder, Peter. And I just tuned across the band, and I heard you good and strong. I wanted to yell at you. K2 Hotel, WZ4L.
Roger, thanks for yelling. I appreciate that. That's a nice yell, WZ4L. Thank you much. Well, yeah, the 80-meter loop with the feeder, and what a job it's doing. You see, it's what we're trying to really prove here is that you can put a lot of different antenna systems. You could be creative on 20 meters and get a signal out. And all it takes is a little bit of experimentation, and you've got it done. And you're really putting out one heck of a strong signal. Thanks so much, Sam, for making contact with us, for shouting out to us, and thanking the heroes fighting COVID-19. 73s, be well and shelter in place and be patient. We'll get through this very, very quickly. And I love your location. Spend time down there, and that's a gorgeous place to be. Beautiful country and wonderful, wonderful people. And certainly notwithstanding the Grand Ole Opry, which really had the pleasure of going. I heard the name Ryman Auditorium. Ryman Auditorium, a guy that I listened to for many, many years, kind of influenced me to get into this hobby. That's Gene Shepard. Had a radio show here, local show in New York at WOR 710. And he would say, you got to go to Ryman Auditorium. Well, it took me a while. We didn't have the internet back then, but it took me a while to figure out that that was where the Grand Ole Opry was headquartered, at Ryman Auditorium. 73s to you, Sam. I'll leave it to you for your final. And you're a lucky man to be living down there. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. I appreciate it. And, yeah, I am a lucky guy. I have been all of my life, Peter. Very lucky individual. Very lucky. But anyway, I won't go into all of that. But anyway, enjoy talking to you, and I appreciate what you're doing. And hopefully, yes, we will be able to get past this crazy bug here in the near future. I certainly hope we can get past the bug. So enjoy the day and have a good weekend, Peter, and good luck to you. K2 Hotel, WZ4L, saying 73.
Well, best of 73s to you. Yeah, we're going to beat this thing. We'll be there. We'll be vigilant. We always have. America will figure it out. We have great minds working on it, and as long as they're left to do their business and it doesn't become a political situation, we will get it done. That's for sure. Because one thing we can say about America is don't bet against us. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Sam. A pleasure. And yep, I'm glad you said you're a lucky guy. That's enough said. 73s, QRZ. This is Special Event Station, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot listening. There's a Kilo Golf 9, I believe, on frequency. Go ahead.
Kilo Golf 9, Juliet Foxtrot. Hello, Peter. This is Martin from Illinois.
Hello, Martin from Illinois. Good to hear you. I think you're in Granite City, if my QRZ page is correct. Thanks so much. Tell me, what kind of antenna system are you running there? And finally, if you'd like to salute anybody that you particularly know, or just in general, for the heroes fighting COVID-19. Over to you, Martin. Martin, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. And we're dedicating certainly this entire month to all those heroes fighting COVID-19. We know through the stream that I'm running, a lot of them are hearing us. We package that information. Those viewers that we have, thank you very much, viewers. If you'd like to say anything on the chat line, you'd like to comment on anyone that you might know that you want me to salute and send props out to, I'd be happy to do that. But I'd like you folks out there that are listening on the stream to pass the word what we're doing here on Amateur Radio, and we're doing this every day until the 31st of the month. Thanks so much, sir. Take care, Martin. Be well and be safe out there, and let's all be patient. QRZ, this is, well, I think you know who it is. It's Kilo 2 Heroes. Where are we? Suffolk County, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, one of the 62 counties of New York State, saluting those workers. QRZ.
Whiskey Zero, Zulu Mike Uniform.
Zulu Mike Uniform. Big signal. Thank you, sir. Whiskey Zero, Zulu Mike Uniform. Thanks so much for making contact with us. Your name, location, antenna you're running, and anything you'd like to say about the heroes that are fighting COVID-19. Go ahead, over to you, sir.
Okay, my handle is Roger, R-O-G-E-R, and we're in the town of Pella. Papa Echo Lima Lima Alpha, about 45 miles east of Des Moines. Just heard you on here, and yeah, we have a daughter who's special needs, and I just have to think of the people who are protecting her. She's not able to go out, but they're staffed 24 hours a day to look after her, and they're totally dedicated to doing just that. As for activities here, we're starting to loosen things up, but we hope that the whole thing will be let's say, mitigated to a point where life returns to normal very soon. K2H, W0ZMU.
Roger that, Roger. You betcha. There are a lot of people out there that are just negative. They wake up every morning, perhaps, and they think how bad the world is going to be and how things will change forever. And I would say that there will be some permanent changes, perhaps, as Warren Buffett said, in the airline industry. That may never quite recover, but I'm not so sure I would agree with that. I think everything's going to recover. It's going to take a while, but it will come back. This is another blip in our history. We've had, by my recollection in history, about 6 blips. We're a very young country, and we've had 6, and some of them were pretty serious blips, like the Civil War, perhaps, was a big blip. And so many people died unnecessarily. But I'll tell you this, that we won't bet against us. We'll get through this, and we will be better than ever, because we're going to come out of this, Roger, where essentially we're going to be more grateful for what we have. We're going to be kinder to our fellow man. I just know that. It's going to happen. And so there's always some good that comes out of something very bad. When a forest burns down, there are, as a result of all that that fire and ash, new things grow out of the ground, and some of them are stronger and better than ever. I mean, that's how it's going to be, and that's how it is, unfortunately. But nevertheless, your special needs daughter, I want to mention that. I haven't really talked about that. We have basically our good friend who passed away recently had a special needs son. And he is basically, we're all kind of taking care of him. And when we say take care, he is in a foster home, a beautiful home here on Long Island. When you said those people will really put their lives at risk to take care of your daughter and my friend's son, it is incredible what they do. They're in a residence of about seven individuals, terrific people, all 7, beautiful, beautiful people. And I can say this, that a couple of those folks, those administrators, those managers, came down with COVID. Thank goodness they survived, but they really basically, like a blanket, protecting them. And, those are special people. I don't know. Those are picked. Those people, I will call them angels, because that's what they are, and I think you know what I'm talking about, Roger. Over to you for your final. Thanks so much for allowing me to comment on that, your comment. Over to you for a final, sir.
No. Okay, real good. We appreciate your observations, and I agree. So I wish you the best of all, and our thanks go out to those who are sacrificing themselves to do a good job. Well, off to get a haircut. They opened the barber shops today. This is W0ZMU.
No, I'm so jealous. Well, good. But still, gloves and mask, and keep your distance. I know they're only limiting a certain number at a time. That is great to hear that in Iowa, that, yes, the barber shops are open. So pray that they all can get back, and they're getting help from the federal government, local governments. Thanks a lot, sir. Be well. 73s. QRZ. Who is this? Kilo 2 Heroes, Suffolk County, SUF, listening. A local, huh? Delta Uniform X-Ray. Come in with your call, and love to talk to you. Go ahead.
It's Kilo 2, Delta Uniform X-Ray. I'm only down the street, exit 36 off the expressway.
Roger, thank you, Paul. Yeah, I'm looking at your QRZ page, a picture of that's a nice QSL card, Roger, with Long Island and Roslyn Estates there. Beautiful area you live in. A lot of friends I know live in Roslyn. Very nice area. So anyways, good for you. Let me know if you can, the kind of antenna you're running there, and any comments you'd like to make on the heroes fighting COVID-19. Over to you, Paul.
Okay, thanks again, Peter. Thank you very much. I'm running a Monist Kenwood, an Icon 746 Pro into a monster antenna called a Mosley Tango 63N. Like 6 elements on 5 bands, and I'm right off Sherrington Road. Have a good day. Only comments I can give is my dad was involved with World War II up on the high end of some of the commanders.
Thanks a lot, Paul, and also thank you, Dad, for his service in the big war, World War II. Thanks, Paul, very, very much. And yeah, the Mosley, that is a stealth antenna. Not stealth like being quiet, not seeing it, but really stout. 73's, Paul. Thanks a lot for local contact. We appreciate that. Thanks for keeping us company. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. K4, I think it's, stand by, I think it's K4. Let me check that. K4, Kilo 4, Oscar Bravo, and I don't have the rest of it. Come on back, Kilo 4 Oscar Bravo. Go ahead. Roger, Steve. I have you at 5 and 7 in Palm Bay. Thanks so very, very much. Any comments that you'd like to make on the heroes fighting COVID-19? Go ahead.
There's a lot of heroes out there, the nurses, the doctors, the first responders, the police, the firefighters, the janitorial services in the hospitals, and on and on and on. But I'd like to step a little bit aside for a moment and give a shout out to the other heroes, the veterans of the Vietnam War. All of us are about 70 to 80 right now, and those are heroes too. It's Marbian Armistice Day. Not to take away from the COVID people, because they're doing a fantastic job, but I want to recognize the other heroes in the United States right now. Right now, I'm in the backup rig in the backup shack, so the antenna is a Gap Titan VX vertical. The main shack has a completely different setup. Back to you, K2H SUS.
Roger, thanks so much, Stephen. Kilo 4 Oscar Bravo Lima. Thanks a lot for making contact with us. Yes, thank you very much for recognizing those folks that fought in Vietnam. I was part of the Vietnam war cycle, and it was a difficult war, and a war that a lot of us didn't want to be part of, but we, as Americans, we did what we did. My dad, who was a World War II vet decorated, said to me, if I wanted at the time, you can go to Canada. I was amazed how he felt about the war, but I said no. I said I'm going to do the duty that I have, and thanks to America. But yes, tomorrow I'll be flying the flag. You'll see the flag tomorrow. That'll be behind me, recognizing Armistice Day, a very important day. We, as the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club, would spend our time at the museum, the Aircraft Museum, that was part of Republic Airport, that so much supported the Vietnam War with the jets that they built there. And our event was usually held in one of the buildings that they used to manufacture those jets that flew very valiantly in Vietnam. Thanks a lot for mentioning that, Stephen. Gap Titan is doing a fine job. Appreciate the contact. 73s, and have a good day. And thank you for saluting also the heroes fighting COVID-19. Be well, Stephen. Thank you, sir. 73s to you. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
KB0QFR.
KB0, come on back in, sir. Go ahead.
KB0QFR.
Roger, I have you. Thank you very much. Very good signal, 5 and 9 here. Kilo Bravo 0, Quebec, Foxtrot Romeo. Thank you so much. Your name, your location, the antenna that you're using, and perhaps a comment or two on the folks fighting COVID-19. That's a lot, but love to hear all of that. Go ahead, sir.
Handle here is Scott. I'm in House Springs, Missouri, about 25 miles southwest of St. Louis. And I'm running a FD890 Yaesu with a G5RV antenna my dad helped me put up. I don't get on the radio much, but these days I'm working from home and the radio's right here, so I decided to turn it on and just tuned across you. So thank you for doing this. Send thanks out to my sister and my brother-in-law, who are both in the medical field and out there helping everybody. So thanks to you, and back to you. This is KB0QFR.
Roger, Scott, thank you very much. Would you do me a favor and please mention the first names of your sister and brother-in-law? I'd like to give them a shout-out, if you would. Go ahead. Roger, thank you very much. So noted. Mark and Susan, we're broadcasting live around the world, I hope, to many, many hundreds, thousands, who knows, of listeners. And want to say thank you so much for what you're doing, Mark and Susan, for basically putting your life on the line for this nasty, nasty war, which we will win. We will win this war. It's on our shores, you see. And we never will lose a war that's on our shores, for sure. We're going to put all our effort in that direction. We're going to get ahead of it. We're getting close. We are getting closer. Thanks so much, Scott. Thanks for the time. And 890 is doing a really good job. G5RV, it's a love-hate relationship. But most of the people today that I spoke with, they're doing a great job with it. And I love to hear you guys with the G5RV. Thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time to get on the air. One of the benefits, I'd rather not have this situation. We have so many of us amateur operators here at home. But you could very easily be doing a lot of other things, but you're not. You're taking the time to say thank you to those heroes. And I want to thank you, too, that being part of this thank you tour. It really is very, very important. 73, Scott, thanks a lot, and hope to reach you again someday soon. 73, sir.
All right, well, 7-3. I'm just running barefoot, so I'm just happy I was able to make it through the traffic. 7-3, KB0 QFR.
Yep, barefoot is good. Yep, just don't hurt your feet. I'll tell you one thing: the audio really is the differentiator. That audio is very, very strong. You got the good voice for it as well, and that helps a lot. 73, thanks so much. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening. The Kilo Charlie with the Tango, go ahead. Roger, thank you for your patience. Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Romeo Tango. Thank you so very, very much. Your name and location, your antenna using, and a salute that you'd like to give to a hero fighting COVID-19. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave here in Marty, Mike Alpha Romeo Tango Yankee in San Antonio. And keep a positive attitude, and then using a hex beam.
Roger, Marty, thank you so much. Doing a good job on Hex Beam, and thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. That's one thing we need to do, is keep a positive mental attitude through this and know that we're going to get through this. And if you need any good books, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale is a great book. Get it in the library. It's a paperback, and if you feel you're hurting a little bit, that book will be a good book to read. Rather you read that couple of pages of that book than watching the 10 or 11 o'clock news. That's not going to do us any good. 73s, QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stoke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot, at your service listening.
Whiskey X-Ray 9, Whiskey Lima.
Whiskey X-Ray 9, I think it's Bravo Lima. Correct me if I'm wrong, and give me your name, location, and antenna using. Any thanks you'd like to give, and just correct me if I'm wrong on the call. I have it Whiskey X-Ray 9, Bravo Lima. Go ahead.
Correction on the call. It's Whiskey X-Ray 9, Whiskey Lima. Whiskey Lima. Name here is Wayne. We're located up here in a small town called Amboy in north central Illinois, about 8 miles due west of Chicago. I've been 25 years as an EMT, advanced first responder.
Thank you so much. 25 years EMT. Thank you. Your call is corrected. Whiskey X-Ray 9, Whiskey Lima. Thanks so much, Wayne. Thanks for the time. Thanks for saying hello, and appreciate the folks that are really fighting this war. And thank you for what you do as well. 73s to you, sir. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot. Papa Bravo Juliet. Yes, sir. November 8, Papa Bravo Juliet. Thank you so very much. Name, location, and antenna, and any thanks you'd like to give to COVID-19. Go ahead.
Pulmonary embolism, so I can't enough of all the nurses and doctors that care for me.
Jim, thanks a lot. That's right. That's what we constantly say over and over again. We give our sincere thanks to them, and we really appreciate what they do in their service. Thanks a lot, Jim. 73s to you, and be well. Not sure we got propagation working our way. We may have to just move on, but let's try again. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Okay, we're going to, right now propagation is not working at all. It's really, really weak. So we're going to go QRT. Want to thank everybody for spending the time here on our special thank you tour for the Heroes Fighting COVID-19. Can't thank you enough for spending the time with us. We'll be here again, and perhaps Armistice Day, an important day for a lot of reasons, and we'd like to salute those people in the military and also continue our thank you tour for the Heroes Fighting COVID-19. For those listening to the stream, I'm going to play a couple of spots thanking the nurses. Others that are listening, if you'd like to go on and listen to the stream for a few minutes, please do so. You can do that at Twitch, TWITCH TV, with my call sign, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. So this is Peter, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, saying 73's good health, be safe, be patient, and we'll all get through this together. Thanks so much for your support today. We're going QRT.
Have a great day from
Brad, so noted. We will have a great day. We feel good, and you do as well, and safe driving. Thank you so much, and thank you, OX64, X64. We want to thank you so much for your continued support. Good afternoon to you as well. Thank you so much, 73s. Now we're going to go over to our stream. Okay, a couple of spots that I've seen over time. You probably have seen this many, many, many times, but particularly poignant that I'd like to just play. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. This is why we're doing it for the month of May, why we're spending so much time giving our voices to the thanks to these nurses, the heroes, and they do work here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ascension. In Michigan, the beautiful, wonderful state of Michigan. Can't wait for you guys to get back to work. Okay, I have another one maybe we can play. Let's see how this one goes. From Northwell Health, I believe.
You make me strong.
Yeah, these words.
I need it for you embrace.
Those who run towards danger. Yeah, thank you, Northwell Health, a local hospital, really, that does a phenomenal job. This is going to be a thank you to our healthcare heroes, St. Joseph Healthcare, Hamilton, and Foundation. Yeah, tribute. We couldn't say it any better. So many of you amateur operators have family, friends, nephews, cousins working in the healthcare field. We thank you so much for getting on the air and sharing your stories with us. Courage, kindness, compassion. Beautiful words. Yep, thank you to the staff, St. Joseph's Healthcare in Hamilton. We're all in this together. We are. Let's stick together. I get kind of hooked on these things. Nothing like having a dog as part of the spot. Sign of appreciation for healthcare workers.
An unbelievable article in the Epic Times. Take a look. It's an investigation into the mysterious origins of the current outbreak. What other paper do you know that's questioning the narrative that it came from animals and looking into the real facts? And not just that, take a look at this. The countries that have been hit the hardest have the deepest ties to the Chinese Communist Party. These are the types of deep investigations that you can find only in the Epic.
Well, you may have seen this sign in your neighborhood. Well, it started as a simple idea to thank our healthcare heroes working on the front lines. Well, it turned into quite a movement. News Channel 9's Adrian Smith explains.
Justin Reeves is one of the brains behind the Healthcare Hero Project. It's an initiative where signs of gratitude are placed in the front yards of healthcare professionals as a way to say thank you.
I think my dad said to me once that you get like 10 opportunities to do something really great in this world. And I think all of us have come to realize that this is probably one of them.
And Reeves knows firsthand the dedication it takes to be in the medical field. His wife and own hero, Rebecca, is an anesthesiologist at Krause, a driving force behind this idea.
So when you live through kind of what they experience, which we got it easy compared to the people that actually wear the moon suit and have to go in and see those patients, it just kind of hits home that there's a greater purpose and that, to me, empathy really matters.
The project has turned into a ripple effect to support all those serving on the front lines. Family and friends of healthcare heroes nominate their loved ones through Facebook, and already 800 signs have been ordered.
It's grown to a point where we're getting requests from South Carolina, Oregon, Michigan, people that are like, we'd love to start this on our own. What can we do? And I'm like, we'll send you everything we got. We'll send you the letter. We'll send you the logo. We're not asking for anything. We're not trying to, make or do anything with it. It's purely the humble intent of just saying thank you.
It's a lot to keep up with, but it's moments like these that make it all worth it.
An ER nurse that said that she was, ready to call it quits, didn't know if she could keep going, came home from a shift and there was a sign in her driveway.
A sign of appreciation that will go a long way. Adrian Smith, News Channel 9.
Gives you a little chill there. The new goal for the project is to give 1,000 signs as well as a donation to each of the local hospitals. So Auburn Community, Crowell, St. Joe's, upstate as well. And if you're interested in donating or nominating a healthcare hero in your life, we have information for you. Just head on over to localsyr.com.
Grab the popcorn scoop, because everyone...
I think that's from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. You can rewind the tape, look at it again. Well, thank you very much, very, very much for your support. You guys are heroes too, everybody. Those that are on amateur radio saying thank you, and those viewers that I'm looking at here spending the time listening to us talk about each and every hero. A lot of stories today, a lot of stories that went on. Very deep, meaningful stories about people that are on the front lines. And their brothers, their sisters, their nephews, their cousins. They have real faces and names. So thank you so much, very much for supporting the special event, Kilo 2 Heroes, Suffolk County, Long Island, New York. And pass the word. Let people know what we're doing. And this is what we do so often as amateur radio operators. And I really appreciate everyone being part of this. 7-3s, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for spending the time with us. Be well, be safe, have a good day, and look forward to seeing you hopefully on Armistice Day. 73s, good luck. Thank you.